Everybody loves a parade. Look at that championship belt. The 12s out in full force today in Seattle. Sam Darnold hoisting the Lombardi, his head coach. There you go. And hey, just a warning, a few little spicy images and language maybe as we check it out.
I've talked a lot this last week about belief. A lot of people, didn't believe in me, but it didn't matter because the ones that are close believed in me, including y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
To Ken Walker being the MVP, let's go! Woo! He tried negotiating with me 5 minutes ago. It was really weird.
I appreciate y'all. And, hey, we not done. We coming back next year. Yeah. I'm not leaving. Yeah. Yeah, 12, let's go.
If you got anything to say about my quarterback, you got anything to say about my defense, you got anything to say about my O-line, and you got anything to say about the city of Seattle, I got 2 words for you. Yeah! We here to stay, and we ain't going nowhere.
Classic parade stuff there, right? It just gets no better.
Stole my open.
Oh, my gosh. There you go. Hannah Soren, Mikey T, Field Yates, and Hawk. I love that. Now, the reason that we saw so much of that stuff was out on the screen is a lot of the guys are wearing a T-shirt, picture or an image of Sam Darnold raising the middle finger and smoking a cigarette. So somebody had some fun with that.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Huh?
To the
there
victor
you go.
goes the spoils.
And now we're, of course, going to talk about next year. Yeah, Mikey.
If anybody criticizes the show, we're going to all pull on Ernest Jones, right?
Oh, yeah, we are. That's right, just collectively. So now, as we turn the page, one huge change. Clint Kubiak, he's gone, the offensive coordinator, guy who helped out Sam Darnold so much. What sort of impact do you think that'll have as he goes to be head coach of the Raiders?
It'll definitely have an impact. Obviously, you have that continuity. You have that chemistry with the quarterback, a guy that he's had experience with. But I don't think it'll be so catastrophic that they can't put themselves in position to repeat, right? Because there's a lot of coaches that come from this DNA. And I also think it might be a little bit understated about the effect that Sam Darnold had on this offense. Because this is now an offense he's been in with 3 locations, from San Fran to Minnesota to Seattle. And I think what you saw this season, the way that he operated this offense, was kind of his full maturation into it, understanding all the big-time concepts, understanding what they want to do with it. So I think as long as you have him in place, you'll have a good chance to go find an offensive coordinator that also may have some of that lineage to be able to repeat and keep going.
I think what's really important here is this is now the Seattle Seahawks offense, and this team is loaded. They have a lot of depth in terms of coaching staff. Maybe it's Rick Dennison they promote. But more fundamentally, like when you go back to those great Patriot team guys, Charlie Weiss would graduate, Josh McDaniels would graduate. It was the New England Patriot offense. Dante Scarnecchia was there for a long time in terms of like how they call things on the line. So to me, like now they have to own this and say, hey, this is the Seahawks offense. We have the quarterback, we have the infrastructure, and guys are going to grow, develop. They're going to graduate for all the right reasons, and that's how we have continuity.
Yeah, I mean, and Kubiak gave his assistants so much responsibility, a lot of credit, installed their plays and stuff like that. We'll see what he takes with him.
Right.
Right. We don't know that yet, but maybe they can promote from within. What should their top priority be, Field?
Yeah, I want to congratulate the Seahawks, of course, on their 2nd franchise Super Bowl, but also on enduring or encountering what is the biggest and greatest problem in pro sports. Your team is so good that you got to start paying guys a whole lot more money than they currently make. It's great when you see that the Seahawks have this unbelievable amount of cap space, which on paper you're saying to yourself, are the Super Bowl champs about to go big game hunting? They could, but don't forget about the fact that the best investments are the in-house investments. Guys like Devin Witherspoon, Jackson Smith and Jigba, all extension eligible for the first time this offseason. Don't forget, Derek Hall was an excellent player in the Super Bowl, also due for an extension, plus some guys that are going to become free agents. And now the Seahawks, given how strong this roster is, are going to be saying every dollar we spent is one less dollar that we're going to have in the future. So while this team could unquestionably, if they desire, go big this offseason and try to take another swing, it might mean that somewhere down the line, a current core player is no longer a part of the Seahawks franchise, which makes me think that John Snyder, who has been through this before when he built a Super Bowl winner over a decade ago, is going to be very mindful of the in-house priorities like the guys we just highlighted.
I like that Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
Right?
that would
What do you
help,
do with him?
Yeah.
Right.
So, Hannah, I think you have to keep him. One thing, though, that's interesting to me is Kenneth Walker had 31 receptions. Zach Charbonneau only had 20. I think at some point they have to add a running back who could be productive out of the backfield as we talk about the next iteration of the Seahawk offense, which, again, we all believe the fundamentals are there. But I think some of these easier completions for Sam Darnold will go a long way in terms of where he could go next step. That'll help cut down on turnovers. That'll help with completion percentage. And as good as this team was, obviously, as a Super Bowl winner, I think that was a big void in their offense.
Yeah, if you think they had a chip on their shoulder now, they're co-favorites with the Rams. So they got to be saying, what's up with this to go to the Super Bowl next year?